Bullion knot is a fun dimensional embroidery stitch. I've used bullion knot to make these little flower petals on this needlebook. Let's look at how bullion knot stitch works. First of all, what you really need to have to make nice looking bullion stitches is a long skinny needle. This is a milliner's needle. A milliner's needle is ideal for bullion knot because it's a long skinny needle with a small eye. I have this number 1 milliner's needle threaded with a size 5 pearl cotton. So you start bullion knot by bringing your needle and thread up. Then you decide how long you want your stitch to be. So I'm going to make my stitch this long. So I'll bring my needle down at that other end and then back up at the first end, but you don't pull through yet. And now you'll see why it's important to have a long skinny needle. You don't pull your needle all the way through, you just push it through about that far, a little more than halfway. Now I'll form the bullion knot by wrapping the thread around the needle. And I'll start wrapping. I like to wrap my bullion knot counterclockwise because that maintains the S-twist of the thread. Most hand embroidery thread has an S-twist, as does this pearl cotton. Okay, so that is about the right number of knots, of the wraps, because you want this length to be the same as this length. So here is the tricky part of bullion knot. Pinch those wraps between your forefinger and your thumb and hold on to them while you pull the needle and the thread through the wraps. Okay, now of course at this point I'll have to let go. I can't keep pinching the stitch. So I like to use my pointer finger to keep those wraps organized and keep them twisting around so that my stitch doesn't collapse. And as you finish pulling your thread through the wraps, kind of snug it up and organize it down onto your fabric. And then I'll go back in at this end, which was the point 2, and pull through. So there you have a nice bullion knot.